right? I told you my daughter is 2 years and 3 months. So I cannot ask her to do, I cannot use her as a laborer, right? So therefore, what you can see is number 2, it's something wrong. 82, yes, it might be, but you cannot have 102 as an employee. 82, yes, maybe the managing director or maybe the founder is still living and in existence in the payroll. So therefore, that's there. But number 2 cannot be. Number 2 cannot be. So again, likewise, you will see the ranges and you would be able to identify there's an error in a quick and dirty method. And of course, if you are written 32 as 22, then it won't indicate in this analysis. Right? Then you have to, one by one, you have to take the questionnaires and check that. By taking case summaries, that's a different story. It's a very time-consuming activity, but these are quick and dirty method to see whether you have made silly mistakes. Like number 2 cannot happen. So again, once you identify this, like an error like this, what you can do is you can go to the data set and you can go to the data and from age now you can, in which order I want to sort it. It's number 2, isn't it? Then what order? Ascending order. So you can go here, right click and say sort ascending order and you can locate his number 2. So number 2 is there. And you can see, and even the gender variable, the same thing was wrong. Right, you can see gender variables also it was. So when this data was entered, but the typist maybe got distracted or got a call from someone else and made certain mistakes. Right, so it cannot be number 2. So likewise, you can locate these errors and rectify these errors. So my message to you is you can use these quick and dirty methods to check for errors and rectify those errors. Right, under this topic, that's what we needed to discuss. So if it's a categorical variable, what's the analysis that you perform? To check a categorical variable, what's the analysis you perform?
Frequency analysis.
Frequency analysis. So if it's a continuous variable, what's the analysis you perform?
Descriptive analysis.
Descriptive analysis. Very good. So likewise, these are the 2 things I wanted to tell you. As I told you, it will take around 10 to 15 minutes. We took 20 minutes. And with that, we can finish this section. And the rest of the things that we have discussed here in this slide is about, which we discussed earlier, checking normality. We discussed that, outliers, and so. Okay. So with that, we can say goodbye to SPSS, right, completely. And meanwhile, I also discussed with the Stata. And also, today was a very productive day. We discussed data entirely. And we discussed what's data. And also some basic commands in Stata. We did a quiz in Stata. We did panel regression in Stata. And also, we understood how to rectify errors, right, using this descriptive analysis as well as frequency analysis, as well as we discussed what? We discussed what? The past paper question number 1. Right, with great detail, not I just showed you the questions, I told you how to answer the questions. Usually we don't do that in a degree program. We don't discuss past papers, but again, for my good students who believed in me and doing this subject, I even explain that to you. Right, so the exams won't be difficult. Just, and let me again explain you the other questions in time to come, right? Next week, we'll devote the whole day, the Saturday for the presentation. On Sunday, probably we'll have an additional class. There, I'll teach you the smart PLS as well as the other questions. Let me teach you, right? Let me discuss with you the other past paper questions. Okay, meanwhile, please go through the past paper questions, right? Except question number 5, all other questions you should be able to answer. So go through them. Be prepared, be ready, and that will be more meaningful. And of course, if you don't have time, what to do? But you have the videos. These videos are all recorded, fortunately. So once you are ready, come back to these videos and listen. Check what were the answers that I told to the past paper questions, and you'll get probably quite similar questions. Only the difference would be the case would be different. Right? Okay, that's it. Any questions? We have only 36 people. 36 people. Yeah, that shows students are motivated only by marks. Yeah. So that's natural. Okay. Natural. So some things are like that, isn't it? We cannot change them. Let it be. Okay. Any questions that you want to clarify? Everything fine? Okay. If you don't have got any questions, so thank you very much. It was a nice discussion that we had today, information packed, and we did not waste a minute. In fact, we were all action oriented. We did even a quiz, and you got your marks. And I was really surprised how some students behaved when I asked you to change the name. So, Pavani and Mulu, please do help me. Your contribution is always highly appreciated on behalf of the batch. Really appreciated. You are doing me a great help. If not, I'll be in a terrible situation to find out who these students are. So therefore, make sure that you correct the quiz as well as the other information. Okay. Right. Yes, I can see one hand has gone up. Yes, Karunazen. Yes, Puta.
Yes, sir. So regarding group assignment,
Yeah.
can you give some insights how we need to analyze the test and all?
Yesterday I gave it, Puta. I yesterday even indicated, Puta, the steps, what you have to do. So I yesterday told Daru, you have to start with what? Were you there?
No, sir. Actually, I couldn't listen properly because
you listen, Puta. You listen
yesterday
to the
was
last.
working day for me.
I see. Don't worry. I do understand. You are joining from Saudi, right? Dubai.
Dubai, sir.
Dubai. I could remember. You listen to the last part. I gave an elaborate discussion on how you have to structure your group report.
Okay, sir.
Last section, I told you how to structure it. First of all, I told you that you have to, check for the reliability and validity, then to give the descriptive statistics, then to provide any t-test or test of differences, then afterwards the correlation analysis and the regression analysis. Then based on that to give the recommendations. Likewise, I gave you a structure. I gave the same question was there, Puta. So listen to the last part only. So I Puta give you elaborate discussion on that. And don't worry.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Do your best, right? I don't expect, again, what I told there was, I don't Puta expect PhD students or PhD scholars or a full-fledged researchers output. I require your maximum. And also get the support of all the members because I'll be asking random questions from all the members. And so don't worry. So do your best. Good
Okay,
question.
sir. Thank you very much.
No problem. Just listen to the last part. I already now gave you the answer. That's the flow that you have to take, starting with reliable. So since I'll be repeating, so therefore, to avoid that, you could look at that. And if you have any questions, Puta, you can drop me an email.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Good. I'm very happy. So you all are very good, my very good students for joining from overseas and in Sri Lanka, of course. You believe me and you are doing this subject, believing in me. So don't worry, right? I will try my level best to help you to get out of this subject, pass this subject, not get out of this subject, pass this subject and pass this subject and finally, to achieve your targets. Okay. Okay. So with that, then Puta, thank you very much. And do you have any more questions? No questions? Sadharana. Oh, okay. Right. So thank you, Puta. Wish you all the best, and we'll meet next week, Saturday, physically. And as I told you, only students overseas would be allowed to join online. All others will have to join physical. Right. Okay. With that, then we'll finish for today. Thank you very much, and please take care. Have a nice, pleasant evening.